I'm thinking about starting a blog. What should I consider? I was converted to blogging about 7 years ago when I worked at Sun Microsystems. Before that, I had assumed that anybody who did blogging was somehow egocentric or had a huge ego. Instead, what I learned was there really are some good reasons to blog, and if you follow some simple rules, you can make it very effective. Okay, number one, why should you blog? The social network world is really about two things. It's the mixture of community and conversation. And to influence the world around you, you're going to need to be part of both. That means more than sitting on forums or lurking in news groups. You actually have to contribute. You actually have to get involved if you want to have some effect. Blogging is a very controlled way of doing this. And look, it's controlled because it's you that's writing at your own pace in your own time. Yes, you need to get posts up semi-regularly, but you control when they go up and if you allow people to make comments. And that can be really an important thing. So, number two, how should you start? Look, firstly, you have to decide that you're going to blog and either from home or from work. If it's from work, there'll probably be tools and rules provided by your company or organization. You are going to need to follow them, and you're going to need to follow them correctly. If you're doing this from home, then you need to sign up for a blogging site, somewhere who will post your blog. I like blogger.com or wordpress.com, but there are so many out there. Find the one that's easy for you and that's easy for you to use. These sites are actually reasonably easy to use, but I would suggest a practice blog first. Play with it for a week or so and then delete it. If you have to pay for the site, of course, be careful what you're committing to, but try and do a test blog. Now, the two most important decisions you're going to need to take are subject and title. Okay, when it comes to subject matter, if you make it too wide, if you try and cover everything, you will influence nobody. My advice always to pick a bullseye and try and stick to it. And always try and link what you're writing to your focus. Think of it as an editorial policy for your site. Then make sure you have a title that reflects both the subject and is catchy. Long titles sometimes feel good, but they make for difficult URLs and they're often difficult to remember. I always advise people to go and write the first 5 or so blogs before they post. That means you've always got some in the background and some weeks lined up ready to go. Always try to keep ahead of yourself. 3-Minute Mentor, I'm always like 3 ahead of where I need to be. So what rules should you follow? Really, the most important rules to me are honesty, integrity, and transparency. If you don't follow these rules, if you don't take them as guidelines, you will be ignored or even made fun of. By the way, there's more information on honesty, integrity, and transparency in episode 19. Okay, you should always avoid confidential information or materials that you do not own. Now, you may want to post videos or music, but if you don't own the rights, avoid it. Now, I know other people do, but it's going to be hard to claim your rights when you've been ignoring other people's. If you want to get involved in social media and the social media world, you need to have a voice. And blogging is a great way to get your ideas out there.